NAMM 20, deep in the cattle shed. I'm joined by the wonderful man himself, Dieter Dofer. How are you doing, Dieter?
Good to see
fine.
you.
Good to see you too.
And thank you for coming to NAMM, to our booth.
Oh, it's an absolute pleasure. Wouldn't have missed you for the world. So, you're debuting something rather exciting here, aren't you?
Yeah, we have 4 new modules, but I think the most important one is the new joystick, because it's different to other joysticks which have been available so far. The main difference is that it has not only the X and Y parameter, but it can also be rotated and has a button to generate a gate signal.
Lovely.
So you can control 4 parameters at the same time with this joystick.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Should we hear what that sounds like?
Yeah. I have connected the joystick to the miniature synthesizer A111.6, which is available since December.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
So what we hear now is the mini synthesizer voice controlled by the joystick. What I do is I connected the gate output of the joystick to the gate input of the synthesizer voice, which is used to start the envelope generator. Whenever I press the button, the envelope generator is started. And the set rotation is used in this example to modify the envelope time. That means if I move it that way, it becomes shorter. In that way, it becomes longer, like that. It's shorter, and now it becomes longer again. So this control voltage is used to control the control voltage input for the envelope time, and the X position is used for the pitch of the VCO in this example, and the Y position is used to control the frequency of the filter.
Fantastic.
And you can play around with the things. So this opens the filter, and this changes the pitch. Yeah.
Wow, yeah,
Well,
a lot
that's
of fun.
But that's just one example what you can do with it. I did it because I have sufficient control voltage inputs available for the synthesizer voice. A little bit more details. The X, Y, and Z parameters are output as normal control voltage and also as inverted control voltage. Sometimes you need also the opposite control voltage. And it's also possible to add an offset. Normally, the outputs are bipolar. That means they go from -5 volt to +5 volt. But if you want to control, for example, voltage-controlled amplifiers, you need a pure positive control voltage. For this, you can add some offset so that over the complete range, the CV output is positive.
Fantastic.
And what we also have is, what you see here, are the quadrant voltages output. The 4 quadrant voltages tell you in which quadrant the lever of the joystick is at the moment. If I go to this one, you see this.
Oh, it lights up.
It light
That's
up.
really, really
Here,
nice.
This light up, and this light up, and here that light up. This is totally different voltages compared to the XYZ.
Right.
And you can use this, for example, for quadraphonic applications.
Oh, nice.
You can rotate like that and use the 4 control voltages to control 4 VCAs, for example, to rotate a sound in the quadraphonic process.
Great for installations and
For
things.
installations,
Fantastic. And if you're fancy enough to do that in live.
Right, yeah. Or you can use it the opposite way. You use 4 different signals coming in, and which are mixed together to one signal. Yeah, that's the opposite way.
Yeah.
So you have 4 inputs and 1 output. And the other way you have 1 input and 4 outputs. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, that's the new joystick. I hope it will be available in spring.
Excellent. And
Yeah.
what's the price point for this?
It's a little bit early to define the final price, it will be between 150 and 200.
Perfect.
So
great.
We have not yet calculated finally because it was finished just a few days before the show. Same procedures every year.
I love that, though. I love that. No, I'm glad you got it here. That's a wicked controller. I look forward to seeing that. Well, maybe we can invite you over to the studio in Treppendorf, and you can bring it with you with a couple of other things, and we'll do like a bit more, less like the cattle shed.
Yeah,
definitely.
of course.
That'd be lovely.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, thank you very much for sharing that with us, Dieter, and
Thank you for
pleasure
coming.
as always.
Bye-bye.
Bye.